gonna be the next map. One of the newer maps, not really that new, but you know, compared to Turtle Rock, Aqua Isles, Twisted Meadows, all these great classics. We're going to Amazonia next, and I really like this map actually, because it does have an expansion, and it is takeable, but it's not too easy to take. Because of the fucking rock golem, he smacks his boulders around and they hurt. And on this map especially, if the human expands, I hope that Lucifer plays the Fiends once more, because they enable him to play a great mid and late game. But before he attacks, he should upgrade the backpack upgrade and bring new Rods of Necromancy to his Death Knight with the Fiends. That way he can constantly harass the human. Maybe we'll see that. Maybe though, not an expansion. Maybe Reprisal just likes to stay on one base. In that case, Lucifer will have to be much more careful about he faces the tier 2 army of the human.
Let's get started. Reprisal 1-0 in the lead, and we start the game in 3, 2, 1, go. Maybe we'll see Master Banshees taking over the Zergling here. That would be so cool. I always wanted to see that, but it never happened in a professional game.
You can actually do that, right?
Yeah.
You gotta buy a Zeppelin, and then...
Yeah.
Job's done.
I don't know, it's totally not worth it.
But it'd be so funny.
I like this map. There's lots of cool little quirks about it, like the flying sheep.
Yeah, where is
around
it?
here. I don't know. I think it's usually in the middle.
Yes, it's starting in the middle and then flying some circles around the map, I think.
Well.
Great. That map creator had a lot of humor.
Yeah, but also a lot of knowledge, because I think it's really well balanced, this one. And we see the Archmage first, very standard on this map. No Mountain King, because it's not that easy to hit level 3 with just Militia.
Well, he can't stumble the Rock Golem, and
That also.
so he can't go for a fast expansion, so that's it, I think.
Yeah.
Very nice creep spot for Night Elf and human players here.
He's gonna try to get the Renegade Wizard. Ah, the human is not gonna give him the chance.
Oh, with the Acolyte, I didn't know what you were talking about. But next chance, maybe? No.
Yeah. Reprisal is doing a good job, though. He's not giving him any window here for the last hit. Well, I guess he's giving him a window, but it's totally tiny.
Nice
He attacks
block.
with everything.
Nice block by the militias to prevent him from grabbing the item.
And he's instantly going for the Archmage once more. Not for Militia, not for creeps.
Yeah.
He called the Archmage. I don't know about this. Gets one Militia though, one Peasant that is. But the human also got the level up from the Skeleton experience. And it's gonna probably be very easily finishing this creep spot now. And we see a fast tier 2 tech this time from the Undead, a lot faster than the last game.
He learned from his
And
mistake.
And he forgot the Ziggurat. This is quite a big mistake.
Oh
You
my
need
god.
to produce this Ziggurat before the Fiend, because now he's not going to be able to produce a Fiend for a very long time. So Lucifer looking pretty shaky here.
Maybe he's drunk.
Maybe he watched the fucking World Finals and had
Yeah.
to drink like us. Germany fan right there. I like.
Jesus Christ, I was drunk on Sunday.
Job's done.
Or Monday it was.
Upgrade complete.
What the fuck is the rogue doing? Do you see this?
The what?
The level 3 creep. He chased him all the way, almost to the next creep spot.
No, I didn't.
Our town is under
Lucifer's keeping tabs on his opponent. He wants to see if there's an expansion coming up, and he did not see the tech yet, so it's very likely that an expansion is going to be coming. If we look inside the main base, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 peasants on lumber. So this is absolutely 100% confirmation that an expansion is going to be coming.
Yeah.
Or Reprisal is fucking next leveling us, but I don't think so. Now here you have a choice as the Undead. Either you try to level up right now, or you harass. If you harass and you do not succeed, meaning you get no footmen, you get no peasants, you get no last hits, you get nothing here. If you creep, you can get XP and items. So this is very important that Lucifer gets something out of this creep check. He gets the first peasant, I think. Yeah, He had one before, one now,
Yeah.
and he gets one more. This is a good start, but there's a lot of militia coming.
Great police force and no problems for Reprisal picking up that rock golem and the big mana potion. The Mountain King will be very happy about that later on. And yeah,
And this is what I was talking about in the
Yeah.
early game. He did not research backpack. He has no more rods of necromancy, and he basically cannot do anything anymore. Another mistake by Lucifer. He should have researched backpack. It takes like I don't know 10 to 15 seconds from your
Mhm.
tier 2 tech, but it's definitely worth it. And if you look inside the main base, the slaughterhouse. Never mind. I thought maybe a Setsu could get blocked in there, but it will not be able. He will always be able to squeeze his way out between the graveyard and the slaughterhouse. Now he's deciding to creep a little, but now of course level 3 Archmage can harass very well. If he gets the last hit, that would be great for him. He's not going for it.
now he is. Oh, he played
Ah!
he played a bit of Dota. He gets both. Oh my god, that was brilliant.
Oh, he gets both. That's so painful. He needs level 2 and level 3
Yeah.
really bad. He's not investing any coils, and to be honest, he doesn't need to, but he didn't even try to focus his attacks, and there's a lot of defend footmen right now. There's a Lich, very important. He needs to get rods of necromancy because the fiends don't do enough damage. Great surround! And he loses, no, doesn't lose the other fiend. Does he have burrow in research? He does not. He could have researched as well by now. Another mistake, saves the other fiend though.
But great plays by Reprisal here. Is doing an awesome job, and Lucifer can't do shit against it. Still
Yeah.
level 1 on his DK. The expansion is up. Level 3 on its Archmage. What could possibly go wrong for Reprisal right now?
Lucifer, as I said, he's looking shaky, and now Creepjack, he's gonna lose the fiend. Coil is flying, but doesn't find its target. Always hurts to see that happen as an undead. And this is just domination. This is Lucifer, I thought, had a good shot in game 1 if he was able to stabilize, but in this game, he's looking
Job's done.
levels below his opponent.
Maybe the tech advantage can do something for him, but he's not teching on tier 3, so that'll be a tier 2 push maybe to the expansion.
He lost 2 fiends, and this
Yeah,
is
very
atrocious.
hurtful.
Atrocious for the push on the expansion. Normally, right now, you want to have all fiends. You want to make one meat wagon and buy one what do you call it, zeppelin, and then start sieging the enemy expansion. And have 2 rods of necromancy and maybe health or a mana potion, and that way you can apply a lot of pressure. But he has been halted in his attempt so far, also because he's a long way off level 3 on his deathlight, with these great 2 last hits.
Reprisal now attacking on tier 2, so the tech advantage will be gone very soon. I don't know, level 2 for the Lich now, not that bad, not that good of an item. I think he can scout with it a bit, but that's it. And he doesn't need to scout because he knows what's going on.
Yeah, it's looking rough, very rough. We're gonna see double sanctums coming up in just a little while, and then there's gonna be lots of spellbreakers. And
Job's done.
Lucifer needs to have a massive army advantage if he wants to defeat spellbreakers with fiends, because they pretty much hard counter him with normal damage and normal armor, medium armor. And of course they burn mana against heroes, and his Death Knight is not even level 3 yet, so yeah. And with fiends only he cannot break the space, it's impossible. He needs meat wagons. But he preferred to go for Spirit Tower instead. Okay, we look inside the main base of Lucifer. He changed up his strategy. He does not want to go for the push on the expansion. He wants to go for
What is he
attack.
doing with his DK? Oh, that's an illusion. I didn't have the vision, oh my god. That's embarrassing. Yeah, okay, we take a look into the main base of Lucifer. You were about to say something.
yeah.
here.
Job's done.
I want. Oh, zappers! There was one zapper. It exploded on the main, and he needs to TP back and defend this. The harassment, the zeppelin has harassment from the human is coming in, but he's not going back. He wanted to get the item. He was greedy. Now he needs to TP back at some point, please. This is actually a pretty nice acolyte micro. He did not lose one yet, but yeah, he sees a TP coming and he just uses zeppelin to get out. Very annoying, but also a good move by the human player. But he did not lose a single acolyte. and he actually had one to spare. So that was well done.
But of course, Reprisal has the economy advantage right now, and Lucifer has to pay 350 gold for a new town portal, so that favors Reprisal a lot. It's
And
the
the
good
thing
old
is,
grubby tactics, but
With this Fiend build, you cannot really go for a Destroyer push because you simply do not have enough statues. So what he wants to do is have the superior army and tech, but if the human is smart, he's just not gonna fight until he has 80 supply on tier 3.
Yeah.
And it's not all that difficult because he has a lot of towers and the undead firepower is not impressive yet. And he's just buying time with a Zeppelin in the main base once again.
that could get killed
Oh.
pretty quick.
Oh, so close! Yep.
Oh my god.
Does he have a TP? He
Yeah,
does have
he
a TP.
does.
Doesn't want to use it though. Right call, I think. Oh, if he uses this haunted gold mine though. But there's not that much damage output for the human. Loses
Well,
one
he killed an
acolyte.
acolyte now.
Yeah, but the tech is almost over.
Yeah.
It is over.
Our town is under
Yeah, and the human's just gonna TP out. Now he adds a meat wagon. That I find very weird. Oh, the Mountain King died. I didn't even realize that. I was just looking at the other part of the human army. Yeah, so I thought with tier 3 he wanted to go for the superior army on a head-on-head engagement. But as it seems, he does want to kill the expansion. The thing is, you can do this on tier 2. You don't need tier 3 for it.
jobs done.
So I don't really understand Lucifer's reasoning right here. One thing, I harped on him a lot, making a lot of mistakes, but the Spirit Tower upgrade in his main base, I did not really understand it at the time, but he just anticipated the harassment with the Zeppelin coming in, so that was nice. Managed to kill the Zeppelin with it, but this is just footman the human is losing right now. Reprisal does not care about these guys at all. But he also, you have to say, he got a bit greedy. He could have just gone for mass breakers and be easily in the lead, but now he's going for workshops and tanks, I suppose, and this is gonna cost more time, and this might give Lucifer enough time to potentially break this space, though it's difficult.
Well, what is he going to do when there are 6 tanks on the way to his base?
Then he's lost probably. But look at the expansion, it's taking a lot of damage. And this is where you need the Zeppelin to save the meat wagons. He does not have one though. So these meat wagons are easy pickings.
Oh, he's focusing the Mountain King again. And he's probably gonna kill it. No, Stormbolt, great.
Even if he dies, doesn't matter. The meat wagons are dead.
Yeah.
The expansion is no longer in danger. Lucifer again making the mistake of not having a Zeppelin. So yeah. From this point I think it's almost over. He can never kill this base with just fiends. Unless of course Reprisal fucks up royally.
Reprisal's going for Paladin, so that shrinkens the chances to fuck up a lot. And he's going for Knights as well, so that will be a pretty good counter against the Fiends. Level 4 versus level 4, that's pretty okay. Well, the militia is getting raped very hard right now with the Orb of Corruption here.
Yeah.
He's going for the Mountain King again, but focusing the DK also. Nice block by
Yes.
the Paladin.
He transferred the staff over towards the Archmage, very well done, and there's the staff out. Yeah, well, this is just a losing battle. He gets to the Shredder, which is nice, level 4 actually on the Lich, so the hero levels are very impressive. He actually kills the level 1 Paladin. So he does have the superior army right now, but
Maybe a little undead comeback right now. But he has no damage to kill off that expansion. That's too hard with piercing damage.
exactly. And the knights, once there are like 5 or 6 of them, everything's gonna get a lot more difficult because he has no frost armor, he has no magic damage, no frost rooms. Frost rooms would be, if he had one frost room right now, I think there would be a decent chance of winning this game, but frost rooms are a long way off.
Yeah, he's going for the sacrificial pit right now. So that'd take like 3 minutes to build one frost worm.
Yeah. And
But he's going
These
for
knights.
web. That's pretty important in this part of the game.
yeah, and in fact, flag cannon's upgrade is being researched by the human in anticipation of the undead heir. But right now, Knights is really all he needs. Of course, his hero levels are abysmal compared to the Undead. So, sniping units right now is definitely possible. Death Knight has a lot of mana. This could be a good fight for the Undead.
And he has the shop in the back. Nice staff here. First destroyer is up in the air. That hurts the Knights, of course. He's doing a great job, actually.
Yeah, it's lots of coils and lots of levels on the Undead heroes.
Yeah.
Also, quite a big mistake by Reprisal to force the issue right here. He has the expansion. All he actually needs to do is defend, but he's looking for the fight. Doesn't manage to get the destroyer. Gets coiled at the last second again.
He loses
One
everything.
right now. But now Paladin can be killed, possibly. I don't know if he used the staff. I guess he didn't. He's dead. The Fiend cannot get microed out.
3-second cooldown on the staff, so he wasn't able to staff him out.
Yeah, but Knights are coming and coming. The expansion is paying dividend right now. There's another Stormbolt level 1. It looks so weak at this stage of the game. But there's no more mana on the Death Knight, and this is where the tides of the battle turns.
Now there is another coil. He coils the
yeah.
destroyer. A nice staff here. Level 5
Level
Lich
5
now.
and level 5. If he manages to get mana up on both heroes, he's gonna be an absolute wrecking ball. Mountain King dies as well, but these are only level 1 heroes, remember. They come back very quickly.
Yeah, but they die quickly again.
Yeah, yes, that is true. I think Reprisal should just fucking chill out a little. Mass like 8 Knights and a few Gyrocopters and he can win this game fairly easily, as long as he makes sure that the Undead doesn't expand. But he went too aggressively, I would say. Undead needs statues, desperately. He needs mana.
Oh, true.
Mana is his key to victory in this game.
He's building a boneyard right now. First 3 flying machines are up. Still no level 5 Archmage. A dual Staff of Sanctuary here.
Yeah, that's what he needs. He just needs to preserve some of his army and not get totally crushed.
Oh, now Lucifer is going for an expo. He has the gold for it, he has the wood for it. Then go for it, dude.
Job done.
Reprisal has quite a bit of gold. Can go into low upkeep now. But that advantage is easily countered by the level 5 and 5 heroes.
Yeah.
There's finally the statue. Needs to get it on mana immediately. Or use both, which would be the best thing. Kind of a risky creep spot right now. Could get creep check with Stormbolt and Knights. There's the Gyrocopters. This is a tense situation. If Lucifer manages to hold this expansion, he probably wins. Coil over onto the Archmage instantly, and he gets staffed out. Level 2 on the Mountain King. Finally, the Fiend's in a really bad position, getting clobbered by the Knights. Level 2 on the Paladin, also not able to kill him now with the Divine Shield, and the Knights, oh, they're doing so much fucking work. He needs a Frostworm, but it's not coming.
It looks like a stampede from the Knights.
Yeah, literally stampeding over them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 3 damage upgrades also on him. The Honorable Knights. He did defend for the moment, I suppose, but once the Archmage is back up on full HP, looking very grim for Lucifer.
6 Knights now, I think. Yeah, that's huge damage. Well, the Archmage is back on track. And still, no expansion, no Frostworm. First Frostworm is coming. But
This could also give a massive item, like a Sobi Mask for the Lich right now would be incredible. Mana, as I said, the most... and he gets a Sobi Mask!
great prediction, man.
This is massive for both of these heroes, but now, yeah, the expansion gets cancelled. Very good timing by Reprisal, and Lucifer can absolutely not fight this.
Yeah.
If he runs in here, he has lost.
He doesn't.
He probably has lost anyways.
Research complete.
Well, the Frostworm is
He's
about
going
to
for
come
a
out.
late Panda against the flying machines now. Level 1 Panda is pretty underwhelming against Gyros, and yeah, there's a breath, but look at them. They don't really care. And this is looking very, very tough. There's a Frostworm in a very bad position, gets focused instantly and is not microed. Please do it. And he gets him back once more. But yeah, these flying machines are just gonna roll over the undead air army, and of course
Oh,
the
the
knights
DK.
are doing the rest.
Yeah.
And the Death Knight dies, and this is of course, as always with the undeads, pretty much, at least. GG.
Well spoken, my friend. There it is. Reprisal wins 2-0, throwing Lucifer into the loser bracket. Yes, it's double elimination, my friends. So we may see some more from Lucifer here. That is the only game of the first round we're gonna show you, because we got a lot of program here, and that is the upper bracket as it went on. Nickel lost 2-0 to Email. Passion lost 2-0 to Agatha, or whatever, Agatha. Reprisal lost 2-0, that's wrong on that sheet, and Loliot beat Furphy 2-1. So, let me check what I'll show.